We were looking for some of these players before we got out of break, so thank you guys so much for being patient, waiting on us. We know that there's another stream going down that's also been exciting. That's going to be VGBootCamp 4. You guys want to check that out too. But yeah, this is the last bit of action going down here at Level Up Expo for the day. We still have a lot more to go for tomorrow, top 16 into top 8.
Yes, sir. Let's get it. Kreeg really just showing up and showing out. I like it. I like it.
He said, I'm back.
I'm back, man.
Don't forget it.
No, 100%. Red Truth. And this is, I mean, this is going to be a really, really good one right here. Marth versus Lucina. You know, this is basically DLC pack for Fire Emblem Engage, man. All right.
Ghosts from your past, they have something to say.
Exactly. All you Fire Emblem heads, get ready to enjoy a good one, man. Some good swordsmanship, some good craftsmanship between these two. Kreeg just, really just, honestly, one of the most fluid players I've seen, just how he commands his character, but Mr. E of that ilk as well, as he easily takes off that first stock. We've seen it cooking something up.
Gotta think about how Kreeg is coming out of that set 2 versus Jacko after winning that now, playing against Mr. E currently. That up B gonna come in. Mr. E gonna be able to take that on the platform. Oh! Wow. He didn't see it coming.
And in I like the extra effort there too to just kind of push him towards the right side too. Definitely make sure to get that KO. And just like that, 2 strong opening stocks from both these guys.
Actually insane. Up B too after he whiffed out on that grab. It's the insurance policy.
Yeah. All those nairs. These guys trying to space the other one out. Oh, okay. I thought Mr. E might have been thinking grab. Kreeg beat him to it. And big time.
Oh, with the footstool. That was beautiful.
And you knew it was intentional too, because Mr. E kind of lined it up like, okay, what's an option I could do to punish you for maybe overextending? And the footstool was the perfect answer from Mr. E.
Mr. E said, I've been in the French dimension. I've lived through the French dimension. Now I've got to bring it all out here.
That's what it's all about, 100%, Vicky. Oh, nice. Shielding through all of that pressure from the dancing blade. Mr. E, strong lead being built here.
Oh, the weight, the parry too, but doesn't get the immediate punish after that.
Oh, smart. Let's bring himself right back down to the ground. He is always landing so aggressive, right? He loves that dare. Yes, right on cue again.
Oh, the clash.
Yep, blades clashing.
The weight too, the respect right now.
Or, I mean, you know, edge guarding that up B from both these guys.
Yeah.
Obviously not the easiest thing to do, so kind of content to let them get back to the ledge and then take it from there. Kreeg gonna have his hands full trying to make this comeback. Smart
nice.
stuff from Mr. E. Yeah, he can just get up, just throw that shield out there.
Yeah.
Maybe not particularly worried about a shield breaker. No punish on the air dodge.
The reaction on the spot dodge there too by the ledge, expecting Kreeg to go for a grab.
Oh, is that enough? It is. Nice. Mr. E convincing game number 1 over Kreeg.
The spacing and the patience too. I mean, we saw that Kreeg did slow things down significantly. I mean, he was on his last stock and he was taking a good amount of damage, but you saw that Mr. E, despite having the lead, was matching his pace with him.
100%.
Look what you made me do.
What happened?
You got the music stuck in my head. It's not even just the music. It was you humming about it.
Sometimes you can't help it. It's got that little doo-wop. All right, that was a great game number 1. See what Kreeg elects to do.
What's good, chat? Let us know the action going down on the other stream. If there's any other upsets going down here too. Top 64, best of 5 territory right now.
There you go.
Game 1 going in the books in favor from Mr. E. Kreeg wants to take us to Kalos.
Let's do it, man. It's a great battle of swordies right here. Marth versus Lucina. Lucina coming out on top. But Kreeg is just, I mean, Kreeg is just so good, right? Like, even though that game one clearly not going in his favor, he can ill afford to overlook this guy. Red Truth, that boy is the truth. He's going to try and show you on Kalos, game number 2. Let's see if he can bounce back.
It says Red Truth, but he's rocking blue.
Well, the red is from the blood of his enemies, Vicky.
Oh,
that
like
he spills on the battlefield.
Oh, like that.
Oh, yeah. I got all the lore right now.
A little scared of Marth.
I'm saying, man. He's a killer.
That footstool plays, though, that Mr. E's been going for consistently is something that Kreeg's got to keep his eye on.
Yeah, 100%.
That's to say, if he even is put off stage in the situation with the way that he's playing right now, Mr. E patiently waiting, gets the slide forward tilt to come right back in.
Good job keeping him in check with these fairs a lot of the time, too. And Mr. E really winning a little bit more of these ledge exchanges for sure. And there's another one, gets the back air. Goes super committal on that fair. I mean, Marth, you know, he couldn't really just kind of pull the trigger on the up B. He wouldn't have made it, so had to just try and weather through it, but it was not to be. Mr. E, don't forget this. I mean, this was his main back in Smash 4. He knows this character like the back of his head.
Oh, man, he is slicing and dicing right now.
Yeah, he played a lot of Marth at the early start of Ultimate, too. Right now, though, Kreeg, 0 answers from Mr. E. Nice.
Yes.
Oh, still not enough. Wow.
Oh, I was worried if Mr. E was going to go for another purposeful footstool, but they were pretty high right above the ledge right there.
Ooh,
Oh, okay.
Yeah, putting on the pressure. It's that shield.
Not the only one that could do it.
Sheesh. Man. People say that Marth's just as good as Lucina. Where? Struggle a little bit right now, man. No, Kreeg's he's a menace. He's a monster. But Mr. E is just slaughtering him at the moment. This
Honestly,
is crazy.
Mr. E and his knowledge and repertoire with both Lucina and Marth is there for a reason.
Ooh.
Oh, he parried it. Okay. I mean, we've seen it done before, but sometimes that gets me a little scared on the edge of my seat.
Yeah, facts.
Especially when you only have one stock left right now.
Yeah, Kreeg's main issue here, I mean, he's just been struggling so hard to get the kill. Meanwhile, Mr. E just finding good usage of all these aerials from Lucina to really get the job done. But finally, Kreeg able to get a stock off. Let's see.
He just can't get back on the stage. Right now, it's literally all the Mr. E show.
Yeah, like I said, you know, when it comes to the ledge play, Mr. E's been winning the majority of those exchanges, and it's really helped him out a lot. As Kreeg being put on his back foot, down 2 games to none. We'll have to see what the response is going to be.
It's just a straight neutral, too, that we're seeing between both these players. Mr. E clearly having more control over the stage.
Yeah.
He is tossing Kreeg around like a ping pong ball, going back and forth between one ledge to another.
Yeah. All right, let's see where we're going to take off the board. Kreeg might do some reassessing.
All right. Getting set up here, going on to our 3rd game. Is this going to be our first 3-0 that we're going to see? Because we've seen the last 2 sets that we've had so far in top 64.
I mean, it's definitely not impossible. It's just, it's so hard to, you know, Kreeg is so good. It's hard to imagine him getting 3-0'd here. But Mr. E, as we've pointed out, it just seems like he's just so fluid in how to approach this matchup. You know, and it really does help the fact that he did play Marth for a while too, at a pretty high level. So we shall see what Game 3 has in store. Really, what Kreeg just needs is like a better start, right? Just not allowing Mr. E to overwhelm him with all that pressure. But we know Mr. E, that's kind of his that's his MO, right?
Right.
That's what he loves to do. He applies a lot of pressure. He's been winning a lot of those exchanges on the ledge.
Oh, he has no issue forcing his way and fighting back air. Despite the nice basic we've been highlighting about Mr. E, Kreeg answering back with a similar situation of his own, down air. See that forward smash?
Great space in between the two. Oh, okay, Mr. E almost getting that follow-up with the grab. This is where Kreeg really needs to strike. Don't allow that stock to get taken just yet. Great coverage from Mr. E.
Just the wait there, too, by the ledge, whether he wants to catch him with the back air. Again, the clash happening.
Mr. E uses back air more than any Lucina I've seen before.
As he should.
Man, it is clean. Oh, nice. Oh, I like that. Disengaging and going low for the recovery. Smart stuff from Kreeg. He knew.
Hold the stall.
Yeah.
Mr. E going incredibly
Nice.
low. Oh, love that answer with the up B too. Knowing that Mr. E wanted to go for an aggressive option to get off the ledge.
Finally, Kreeg, though, finding himself with the first lead here of this set. See if he can take it pretty far. Up throw, not going to be enough. Landing options, finding some nice. And gets the nair, too. So Kreeg starting to pick it up. All these little hits going to amount and still survives that forward tilt.
Still living here. Yeah, nearly 200% right now. And finally is going to be able to claim that first stock. Just wait. Look at the way that he's just waiting patiently here, Mr. E. He's caught with that nair.
Yep.
Kreeg just distancing himself too. Also trying to match that pace. He's trying to actually slow down, very similar to what we saw in that end of that first game.
This is definitely Kreeg's time to shine. Mr. E trying to crawl his way back. Oh, he might have been looking for a footstool there.
That's what I was thinking there, too.
Yep. He's a slippery one for sure. He'll try and get in there any way he can. Oh, no.
Oh, the timing on the platforms.
Oh, this is bad. Can we get back? Yes, we can. Mr. E constantly putting Kreeg under pressure. And just like that, he has taken the lead and stage control along with that, though. Kreeg fighting his way down.
He wants to go for one of those parry punishes too. You see him. And you saw that shield breaker. He stared at it in the face, but he's not going to be able to stare at that. He loses out on that second stock.
I think that was down smash that actually ended up getting that stock and putting Mr. E back in the lead. So now Kreeg in danger of eating this 3-0. Got to find a way to fight back. Pull Mr. E off.
Oh, that was so close. Really cut Lucina's hair.
Jeez. Wow.
Slide 2 forward tilt to get closer.
And look at this. I mean, just gets the lead back and then just does not take his foot off.
Wow.
Just doesn't take his foot off the gas. I mean, you know, the way that ended, you wouldn't even know Kreeg had the lead, but good effort for sure. Definitely makes Marth look very viable, but just ran into somebody who knows the character as well as his own for sure in Mr. E. So, going to come up a little bit short there, but yeah. You know, you said we might get our first 3-0 of the evening on stream, Vicky, and that was the case. So good stuff to Mr. E as Kreeg falls to the losers bracket.
Yeah, that means Mr. E will be moving on into top 16, which will be happening tomorrow, guys. Don't forget that. We still believe we've still got one more set here for us as well, right before we conclude the day here. But, oh yeah, see it right now. Zomba versus Wrath.
All right, that's going to be a good one for sure. Definitely big fan of Zomba coming back into play. Zomba's definitely obviously somebody who had like a really, really, really strong, you know what I'm saying, couple of months for sure. A lot of tournament presence. Kind of fallen a little bit, you know, as far as the consistency goes, but we know it's still within him. Wrath, though, somebody who was really prominent. Early Ultimate was obviously a force in Smash 4 as well. Somebody's just really good at the game overall. So nice to see Wrath kind of returning to some bigger scale tournaments as well. It's also be a little fun clash between the two to end the night.
Yeah, Rob versus Sonic.
Yeah.
EE's mic may actually get muted.
What the heck? I am, you know, I'm actually one of the people who defends, you know, Sonics. I think Sonic